Hello there and welcome. This is going to be a short review of API's CO2 Booster. This is a liquid carbon dosing for making plants receive carbon which they would normally get through CO2. This product is designed to be used where you don't want to use gaseous CO2, so in small aquariums where it's cheaper to use a liquid rather than the expensive gas canisters. There are different sizes of this product available, from 100 ml all the way up to a litre. There may be larger or smaller ones available locally. Dosage wise, it states that you can use 1 ml per 38 litres or 5 ml per 190 litres. What's inside? I've used quite a few different liquid carbon dosers, and from what I can tell by the smell of this API brand, it is the same product or the same chemical as what is in the other brands, which is called glutaraldehyde. That's only based on the smell, as all products such as CChem XL, Easy Life, Easy Carbo and API CO2 Booster all have a very distinct smell. So I am assuming they all have the same active ingredient. Having used this product for about a month now on my planted aquarium, you can see that it has had an effect on plant life. I normally use a product called Easy Carbo by Easy Life, which I have found to be excellent at promoting plant life. However, based on that, API CO2 Booster seems to be not as good. I have found that when I use this product for a month, my plants didn't grow as fast, didn't look as green. In fact, some of the leaves started to go yellow on my Nubius. Another thing that I found was I started to get black beard algae, which is commonly associated with a lack of CO2. That is interesting, considering that this is supposed to make up for CO2 lacking in the aquarium. I also found that when applied directly onto blackbeard algae, it didn't make the blackbeard algae turn red and die off, whereas other products of a similar type, such as CChem XL and Easy Life, Easy Carbo, definitely does make blackbeard algae go red and die. In fact, I found the more that I use CO2 Booster by API, the more blackbeard algae I got. This is assuming it's not a direct correlation between CO2 Booster promoting blackbeard algae, but that the API CO2 Booster doesn't provide enough carbon to make up for the plants using it. And as such, I feel that API CO2 Booster doesn't provide enough carbon to plants to actually create good and steady growth within your planted tank. Now, API by Mars Fish Care is actually a huge brand, and I'm actually slightly saddened and surprised by the fact that this product isn't really as good as its competitors. Now, price-wise, it's about £10, or I would have thought $16 to $17 in America, and although that's not cheap, it is cheaper than other brands. However, if you're looking to purchase carbon in a liquid form, you're better off spending a little bit extra and getting a more concentrated product, such as Easy Life, Easy Carbo or CChem XL. Now, what I mean by concentrated is I'm assuming, considering the fact that they both have the same smell, that the active ingredient is the same, as I already said. Also, the fact that when API CO2 Booster is directly applied to blackbeard algae and there's no negative effect, i.e. it doesn't kill it, whereas other brands do kill it, I am also assuming that means that the active ingredient isn't as concentrated in API's brand as it is in others. So that being said, I would steer clear of API CO2 Booster and go for another brand, such as Easy Life, or if you have a higher budget, CChem XL. So, thank you for watching and happy fish keeping!